Hello. Okay, please, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Please let me know if you can hear me. Oh, great, great. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Woo, thank you. Thank you, thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Like some of you know, I am in Zambia and I just finished preaching. I went online and I saw the story of this lady, Osinachi, that just died. And the woman in me, the mother in me, the big sister in me jumped on this call. Thank you, you can hear me, thank you. And that's what I want us to quickly talk about. Now, I've never met this lady. Thank you, everybody. Good evening. I'm sending love back to you. Thank you so very much. I said I just finished preaching and I checked online and I found the story of this lady that composed Ekweme, You Are the Living God. Oh. That song was a hit. That song blessed us and is still blessing us. And while I was on NHN's page, I saw that she died in an abusive relationship. What? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, everybody. Please know that I'm reading your comments and I'm grateful for all the positive energy you're sending to me. Thank you. I just want to reiterate the fact that marriage is not what completes you as a person. There may be pastors and imams that will disagree, but it does not matter. I base my life on the Bible. God is very interested in you. Your marriage relationship and any other relationship is secondary. You are first a human being before you are a wife, before you are a husband, before you are a child, before you are a Christian, before you are anything. You come first. Please don't confuse religion and spirituality. I do not care who told you to stay in an abusive relationship and die there and be praying and be fasting. It is folly. It is foolishness. Don't allow anybody make you stay in an abusive relationship. Please, I'm happy if this is true that the man has been arrested. We are all waiting eagerly to see him behind the bars. Yes, I said that. We are waiting to see him behind the bars. All of us are waiting. You touch one of us, you have touched all of us. It is sheer wickedness to abuse a fellow human being that has given you 4 children, even if she has not given you any child. I'm speaking to you, ladies and gentlemen. Close one eye in prayer, open the other one in being security conscious. Single person, please. Somebody slapped you while you are dating the person. The person will kill you after marriage. Somebody is abusing you psychologically, emotionally, while you are dating the person. And you still want to go into marriage? Because culture makes you feel that if you are not married, you are not complete. Lie. Blatant lie from hell. Love yourself. You are primary to you. Every other relationship is secondary. Your pastor, your imam, your GO, your bishop, your founder, Your babalawo, in case you have a relationship with one babalawo somewhere, whoever is a spiritual authority over your life comes secondary. Secondary. Quote me. Don't let anybody tell you that because that person is your pastor, you must stay in an abusive relationship. The man is beating you and then you just... The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 4, you know that one. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding. Is there in Proverbs 4:7? Get understanding. They say love is blind. I always tell you that love may be blind, but marriage is the eye-opener. Let me analyze a few things and then I'll make one or two of you. I'll let you, share your opinion with me. Number one, as a woman, please be economically empowered. Have your own. Parents, raise your girls to have their own. I have counseled with too many people. And you will hear these women say, there is nothing, I don't have anything. It's the man that pays the school fees. It's the man that has bought me a car. It's the man. That's silly. That is very silly. Do something with your life. I'm a full-time minister of the gospel and I'm a full-time businesswoman. All of you know that. Same thing with my husband. If you see my husband on the farm, you'll be shocked that he's a bishop. We've been in business before we came into ministry. The Proverbs 31 woman was into real estate. She was into agriculture. She was into design, fabric, this. She considers a field and she buyeth it. That's what the Bible says. I notice that is the starting point. Do something with your life. So that, because every human being is a psychologist, so that your life, the totality of your life, will not be dependent on the man or the woman. It is so sad. The mother in me cried today. How can that young lady just die like that because of one useless man? Useless man. And before you know what is happening now, if they release him from prison, he will go and remarry. What about those children? Can anybody ever be like their mother? Don't die before you ask for help. And please, somebody made a comment on my page today, my Instagram page, as a social worker. If somebody confides in you, that lady said, you don't need that person's consent to report. I didn't know that too. Because we'll be saying in church, you confided in me, therefore I cannot say it. Please, go and bundle her out of that relationship. Carry her. I have a home in case you need where to put her. I have a home. I will volunteer. I have a place where you can put her. She can stay there for 6 months, free, even with the 4 children. She can stay there. I don't charge no kobo. And if you are doing something with your life, that gives you some level of confidence. So why would you stay in an abusive relationship if the man is not in charge of everything? You can't rent a house, even if it's 1 bedroom, because somebody said she was doing something with her life. So what steals your confidence? Any relationship where you are not free is a cult. Get out. God hates divorce. Yes, God hates divorce. But does God hate murder? Does God hate murder? That's a food for thought. In case that lady now has parents, who will ever replace her in her parents' life? Do something with your life. Get some money for yourself that is not dependent on how your spouse feels. Times have changed. Times have changed. Don't just sit down there and say, I'm a full-time housewife. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yes, I understand that there are some women that they are full-time housewifery because of their situation. But please, that does not mean that you are inferior to whoever is feeding you. Get out. If a man slaps you, don't stand there and be praying and be binding. Your pastor may not be your counselor. Your pastor may not be a marriage counselor. Your pastor may not be. So don't say, pastor said we should sit down there. If you were the pastor's daughter, would he have told you to stay there and be praying? Step out into safety first. Then let's talk about whether there can be reconciliation. Even if you not remarry, if they say you should not divorce, at least they didn't say you should not have a life. So step out. Step out and be in safety. Carry your children, carry your pikin. When you step out, people will say, what's going on? Then you'll be able to speak. Don't go into coma before you ask for help. Because you'll not be alive now to be telling us your own side of the story. I just pray that the government will help us take care of that man, quote and unquote. And then please, number 2, if you know anything about anyone that is going through an abusive relationship, don't keep silent. Be your sister's keeper. Be your brother's keeper. And if you notice that, somebody said the pastors are beating their own wives too. It's true. I counsel with some pastors' wives, and it will shock you. Bishops' wives. It's not even only physical beating, psychological, emotional. A lot is going on.